This is Good Morning Quad Cities.
Oh, when y'all all took these seats, y'all was community, smiling and waving to the community. But you're putting less in the community than you're giving this person more. So let's prove that you actually care.
Right now on Good Morning Quad Cities, sparks flying in front of Davenport City Council, why some residents are not on board with the proposed pay raises for some city employees. Plus, flooding expected in the Quad Cities through the weekend, why this could already be impacting your commute. Good Morning Quad Cities. It's Thursday, it's April 4th. I'm David Bohlman.
And I'm meteorologist Morgan Strackbein. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so happy to have you.
I'm here because I have vacation.
Oh, I thought you were here because Andrew's in witness protection after all the weather he gave us.
Oh, right. He was like, I'm going to just scurry out of here.
He's like,
lay low
I can't
for a
show
second.
my face. Yeah.
He's going to come back tomorrow and actually bring back sunshine. So,
He better.
Yeah, we should start to see those brighter skies.
Good.
But we still also are going to track in that next chance of rain, which is going to be really important to watch the timeline of.
Yes.
Because it's going to be really determined on cloud cover in the area by Monday. So.
We're fingers crossed. I'm crossing fingers, toes, eyes, everything I can.
So far, things are looking good. Hopefully that continues to trend. But drier skies so far this morning. We might not be done with the showers, though, as we head through the afternoon. Going to be a slight chance for maybe a couple more flurries and light rain showers. But regardless, though, it's a bit cool out there. Not too terrible in the mid-30s, though. All of us above freezing, at least, thanks to those clouds lingering around. 36 degrees right now in Geneseo, 35 in Galesburg, 36 in Muscatine. Again, radar looking pretty quiet around the area, but we're still going to be under the influence of this area of low pressure that's been bringing lots of gloom, lots of rain and snow to the area. Still going to bring in that slight chance into the afternoon, but nothing going to be too crazy widespread. So we're kind of finishing things off for today. We'll still continue to stay really cool for this afternoon, but slowly going to build in some warmth over the next couple of days too as we bring back some sunshine. Of course, we're going to start to take a look at that timing too of our next system coming up in just a little bit. David.
All right, Morgan, thank you. Right now, portions of the Rock River are under a flood warning. The Rock River near Moline is expected to hit 12 feet, which is minor flood stage today. And then it's going to continue to rise to 13.8 feet this weekend, and that's considered moderate flood stage. The rising water could impact South Shore Drive and North Shore Drive in Moline, west of the 27th Street Bridge. The water could also affect portions of 60th Street south of John Deere Road. Up in Joslyn, the Rock River is also expected to hit moderate flood stage this weekend and peak at 15.4 feet. Now, when that happens in that area, water typically affects parts of Barstow Road and homes in outlying areas. The Mississippi River is still at normal levels right now. Flooding is already causing concerns for some on the road this morning. Take a look at your screen. Wacker Road between Portland Avenue and Scenic Bluff Road in Savannah closed until further notice because of flooding. That section of road is right along the Plum River. And this morning, we are working to learn more about why some sidewalks and street parking in downtown Davenport are closed. This is around that vacated building on 4th Street, just west of the police station. Just last week, city leaders said an engineering report suggested part of a structural wall could collapse without notice. We're working to figure out what prompted the sudden closure of the sidewalks and street parking instead of closing that area off when the building was evacuated last week. When we learn more, we'll bring that to you. Meanwhile, possible pay increases are still in limbo for some city employees in Davenport. Overnight, the city council was supposed to vote on those increases, but after explosive comments from the public, it's being put on hold yet again. News 8's Jonathan Fong was in that meeting and shows us what council members had to say.
We have been put in a very difficult position, obviously, being asked to ratify things that we did not originally take part in.
As part of the group of newer aldermen, Micho Lynch asking the Davenport community for patience as they figure out pay raises for 2 city employees.
I would like to clarify from a business standpoint, I do believe that if someone does a job, they should be compensated for that job.
At Wednesday's Committee of the Whole meeting, City Council again looked at pay raises for interim city attorney Brian Heyer and interim city administrator Mallory Merritt.
Ms. Merritt is absolutely capable. She's doing the job currently.
Both employees would get $50,000 lump sum payments in May, which council says is to compensate for work they've done in the interim roles. Merritt would also get an extra $5,000 a month starting in May until a new city administrator is found.
Best way to move forward is to have someone internal help steer the ship as we go forward.
While the aldermen say it's right to pay for the job already done, some people still think the money should go elsewhere.
We have got lawsuits, we have got homeless people, we have got people struggling.
With no objections from the aldermen, City Council will vote on the pay raises next Wednesday.
Let's do it right. Let's make sure they do the job correctly before we give them a reward and a good pat on the back.
That was our Jonathan Fong reporting for us. Alderman Kyle Grip says the city's search committee has picked a consultant firm to help with the search for a new city administrator. Council will first look at that proposal in 2 weeks. Right now, we're trying to learn more about that deadly car crash in rural Rock Falls, and here's what we know right now. The Whiteside County Sheriff's Office says that it happened here just before 9:30 Wednesday morning along Route 40, about 5 miles south of town. Police say that a semi-truck driver tried to pass a farm tractor when the crash happened. Police also say the tractor driver was trying to turn off Route 40. The tractor driver died at the scene. This morning, some workers at Milan-based Group O are trying to figure out a new job opportunity after a mass layoff is announced. The company did not say which employees are impacted, but told us it comes after changes with a longtime client. An employee who asked to remain anonymous shared with News 8 a company letter sent to them Wednesday. It shows a, quote, mass layoff is planned at that Rock Island location. However, that letter also explains the company is not closing the entire facility. The company says that it will be working with the impacted employees and bring some of those employees into other parts of the business. In a statement, the owner of the Group O says, in part, quote, Group O has been a part of this community for 50 years, and we will not let a shift in direction by one client change that. The time right now, 4:36. Still ahead, can The Simpsons predict everything? Our verified team looks into whether the cartoon talked about the Baltimore Bridge collapse long before it happened.
And we are going to continue to track in a pretty light mix into the afternoon, starting to see drier conditions throughout the day today. I'll let you know when you'll see some sunshine, as well as when our next chance of rain is going to be. All coming up next in your accurate forecast.
You're watching Good Morning Quad Cities on WQAD News 8.